Alrighty, so today you're going to be learning about multiplying integers with models. And so this particular worksheet you're going to be doing together in your small group station today. And you are going to be working with models to show different arrays. So the first thing you want to do is, this is an I do, you do, I do. You want to remember that positives are going to be displayed as the white circles and negatives are going to be the black circles. We're also going to use these positive and negative chips to display some of our models as well. You can use those to help you. Okay, so we're going to start off by doing just a very simple multiplication model. So when you were in elementary school, if you wanted to model 3 times 2, you would do 3 groups of 2. Okay, so I'm here with 3 groups of 2, and I know if I have 3 groups of 2, I have 6 in all. Okay, now pause the video, and I want you to do the you do for 4 times 2. Alrighty, so if you did 4 times 2, then I want you to show 4 groups of 2. Well, when we write that down, we write that as 4 groups of 2. Okay, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we know that we have 8 in all. That should be pretty easy because you've done that in elementary. Now let's take a look at the I do. Okay, so if I have 3 groups of -2, I'm going to show 3 groups of 2 negatives. So that's 2 negatives. Here's another 2 negatives. And here's another 2 negatives. Now I have 3 groups of -2. 3 groups of -2 give me -6. Okay, and you do 4 times -2. Pause the video and try to model 4 times -2. Alrighty, so when you show 4 times -2, you have 4 groups of -2. So that's 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups, and 4 groups of -2. So in all, we have 8 groups of -8 negatives. So 4 groups of -2. So I'm going to literally show and that's going to give you a -8. When you were in elementary school, you did arrays. So you want to make sure that you're doing an array. Okay, so when you do an array, if I want to do 4 groups of -2, I would say 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 1, 2 negatives. So if I want 4 groups of -2, that means I'm going to show -2 4 times. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That means my answer is going to be -8. So you may be asked to model like this, you may be asked to model like this, and then you'll also be doing a flipped classroom that shows you how to do modeling as well. So I want to be able to show you the different ways so you can understand how to show models with multiplication of integers.